last 2 years, we've worked with thousands of elite athletes at the college and professional levels. We've helped them with their wellness, their performance, and their longevity. We focus not on the 2 hours a day that they're on the field or on the court, but the other 22 hours a day with things like nutrition and hydration and sleep to help them show up as their best selves every single day. What that looks like on the field or the court is more playing time, more points scored, and ultimately more wins. We're now taking these same principles and applying them to executives and entrepreneurs. The really fun thing is, it's working.
I'm brighter and have more stamina through the day in my coaching. And coaching is largely about listening and listening well. And so that can wear you out in a day if you do quite a bit of that. And so I'm sure I'm doing better there as well.
We're always getting this huge wash of information from social media, from newsletters, whatever you plug into about how to do better. But I think what was so helpful is speaking with experts who could really distill it down into what those most actionable pieces are and then look at what impacted it for myself too.
As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, it feels like you're always running from one thing to the next and you're never slowing down to take care of yourself. Maybe you're not sleeping well, maybe you're not eating as well as you should, not exercising enough. This program seemed like a really good way to take a moment to work on myself to improve my own life in a good way. I'm Daniel Morrison, founder of Collective Idea.
I'm Sophie. I am the CMO and co-founder of Rebel in Sports.
I'm Roger Price. I'm the founder of Leading by Design. About 4 years ago, I got one of these Oura rings, which I really like, and didn't really know how to use it all that well. Every morning I would check tons of data, but when you described what you're doing, it's like, oh, this might really help me leverage this as well as learn other things.
I've learned a lot about how different things that I do throughout the day affect my body, affect my sleep, and it's not that I have to make big drastic changes, I have to be more just aware of what I'm doing, and it's been really good for me to see how the little things I'm doing make an impact, both good or bad.
So I was interested in the program because I began my entrepreneurial journey at a pretty young age with my now husband, and so the work-life balance has not always been so balanced. I think a lot of entrepreneurs can fall into that trap. I joined the program to find long-term balance and invest in setting myself up for success. I loved going through category by category with all of the habits and tracking, having that check-in every week. And it was so incredible to have the resources plugged in to work with somebody who really was at the top of their field in this space. I feel so lucky to have worked with Dana, my coach, who was so involved, checking in, motivating, and really holding me accountable.
For me, I saw it as 8 weeks of experimentation. So what I was interested in doing through the 8 weeks is try some things that will make my sleep worse. Yep, sure enough, it did. Or maybe it didn't. And then by the end of the 8 weeks, have a pretty good sense of these are the things that really are affecting my sleep positively and negatively, and that's where it's really clear now.
I'm a software guy and a data nerd, so I see a whole bunch of data coming off of a wearable. I get really excited, it's really interesting, but it doesn't really mean anything, and it's been great to have coaches who can tell me what the data actually means for me, how those effects are showing up in the data that I'm looking at. Every morning, one of the first things I do is check my data to see how well I slept and what my score is for the day. It really helps set me up for either wow, I did really well, or okay, I have stuff to work on. And it's a constant game with myself that even though I'm going about my day, doing the same stuff I might be doing, I can make little choices here and there and think about that a little more to see if I'm gonna improve my score tomorrow. And it's exciting.
I'm really shocked at how much energy I have. Not just that my knees feel good, but I'm feeling like I felt many, many, many years ago. And I'm wondering if some of this is because of the process, the 8 weeks, and the better sleep that I'm getting. And so I can't explain it, but even just yesterday I was on the court for 2.5 hours, just like, I feel like I could go another hour. I'm so surprised by this.
It's given me the tools to check back in regularly. Instead of just saying, oh, I feel off this week, it's, okay, what am I doing right now? How am I taking care of myself? And how am I gonna move through this period of stress so that I can keep showing up in the best way for my business, for my family, for my friends, and it's given me tools instead of just, I gotta get it together, right? It's, all right, get on track with my sleep, work on the lighting in my bedroom, right? Make sure I have my water intake, and set myself up for success when I know things are coming up.
So when I think about what this did for me and the executives that we work with and the people that I know and love, it's like, oh, I've got a lot of people that I think they would really benefit from this and really love it. But I really enjoyed it and got so much out of it that my wife is now going through your process. And I'm really excited about what that's going to mean for her future and our future together.
I'd tell any friend, especially an entrepreneur, that they should check this program out. It's a very low amount of time commitment to make really significant change. And I know that anyone could take something away, whether it's improving sleep, which is huge, improving how you feel, improving diet or exercise routines, any of that.
People always say, when you look back at the end of your life, what are you gonna remember? It's not necessarily the work that you did, although when you're an entrepreneur, that seems like everything, right? It's about how you showed up for everyone around you as well. And if you're not taking care of yourself, and if you don't feel like you're at your best, that's the #1 thing to be investing in, at least from my perspective and what I want out of life.